For lack of a want to download a recorder app, I'm just gonna see how long I can record. Pretty bored. I'm gonna see how long I can record this specific thing. Pretty bored. Just gonna think up some thoughts. Isn't that a paradox? Clanking. Great. This is gonna be heavy, I guess, for someone who actually considers this serious. I don't think I have schizophrenia, but I see, lines of light. These are the less noticeable ones because I think I've grown up with them long enough that my brain kind of filters them out. Lines of light and even patterns in light rays, I guess. Like, sometimes, obviously if you squint, it kind of blurs everything. I don't know if blurs is kind of the right word, because what it does with light for me, with light is, like, I can't see the end of the rays of light. Like, I can actually see that I can't see them end, and it's kind of weird. I'm doing a weird hand motion right now. Weird hand motion with my thumb kind of on my eyes and my index fingers hooked to kind of create a line, because the best way to say it is I can see the rays go into my eyes. Obviously, that is a fucking crazy thing to say, but I can see it. Like, the fact that I can't see them end means that they're going towards me, like directly towards me, if I squint just right. That's one of them. I guess you could call that hallucination or distortion of perception. I guess maybe I don't really understand how light works, but I think I did that a lot as a kid. I would purposely squint. That's probably why my eyes are kind of in a degrading state right now. I think, ocular migraines and headaches that you just kind of drown out. And I will say I do not take medication. No medication of any kind. I handle my problems as well as I can, and I've handled them well enough so far that I do not think... Sorry, just thinking about my familial situation. Really segregated from my family. I think I've handled them well enough to where I don't need medication or therapy, even if I could afford it. Insurance and all that. Anyways, besides tangents of a strange nature, I shall say, with a smile on my face. There's a light here. I suppose I could imitate it. Yeah, it ends at my eyelid, and it's blurry, probably because of my eyelashes. There's a pattern with certain lights that I can see. Like, maybe it's just the filtering of the light? Sorry, I'm going cross-eyed. I don't even know if you can hear me anymore. I can't imitate it. I can only imitate it with streetlights. Streetlights, oh man, they're cool to look at. They really are. Like, it's kind of mystical to look at them in that way. Because I swear, the pattern it creates, very unique. I wish I could draw it. it probably has been drawn, so I won't try to draw it. Do not have that talent. Um, I'm not religious in any facet besides the fact that I do believe there is a form in which what we perceive as God exists. I think that's enough clarifications in that sentence. The pattern around the light, the street light, it reminds me of like the second coming of Jesus Christ or something. You know, the shining rays of light, similar to how some kids paint the sun. I guess not really kids. I guess I don't want to go down that tangent. Tangential thought. It's not really how kids paint the sun. It's more like how the sun looks with it, because it kind of, I mean, I haven't stared at the sun. I'm glad I can tell that that's a crazy thing to realize. This late into my existence. God, pretentious apprehension. The few times that I did, I think I did as a kid, and I would kind of like stare off to the side of it, not stare directly at it. Maybe that's where my eyesight came from. Slightly messed up, slightly melted. Yeah, I can't really remember what pattern it made with its light rays. So that's just light. I don't really sensitive to sound. I just heard like a little click, and that's what stopped me dead right there. I could have focused on it for a while, but I don't. Now I've heard a thump. Those could be my neighbors, could be auditory hallucinations. I don't know at this point. I didn't feel it. So I will ignore it. If you can hear that, that's me picking around the skin of my fingernails. Bad, terrible habit. Gotten to the point where like I'll watch a movie and I'll be biting at the cuticle, not the cuticle, because the cuticle is the other end of the fingernail with the like slight layer of skin before your normal layers of skin, right? Whatever. Basically, I would find myself biting the edges, the left and right edges of my fingernail, the skin around there. It's like a anxiety disorder, I guess. I looked that up a while ago. Fucking internet telling me if I'm crazy. Don't need a clarification there. Talking to a phone. Don't even know if I'm going to upload this. Probably just leave it. Tangential thought. Spiral out. Keep going. Spiral out. Keep going. Spiral out. Keep going. Swing on the spiral. Swing on the spiral. Swing. No, I can't imitate that one. Spiral out. Keep going. Spiral out. Keep going. Tool. if anybody was curious as to what I was singing. I don't know if it's I don't know what song that is. I want to say Spiral, but I think that's the one where it's a swing on the spiral. It's not the right key at all, key or progression even. Um, it's not named Spiral or anything, but it's by Tool. Spiral out, keep going, spiral out. It had good vocals. Anyways, hallucinations, man, tangential thoughts got me hooked. I do. I love talking to myself, self-talk, some external self-talk, really, because you already have the self-talk in your head that you develop and drown out into your unconscious as a kid. Hallucinations. Potential hallucinations, I guess. Man, I really don't want to go over 15 minutes of just recording blackness and audio. I hate the things that I do, because they're the things that I am, that I hate. Just trying to gather my thoughts. I don't know if it's really okay. This one's probably more of an optical illusion, but I find it fascinating with perception, because up and down are really literally just up and down, whatever that really means in science. It's really fundamental to science, like all of science, especially astrophysics and atomic science, I guess, if we want to get specific. So the up and down I'm talking about is if you look through blinds, you'll have the spaces in each blind where you can kind of see outside if you have them angled right. And I've been just perplexed for no apparent reason how the image behind the blinds, outside, it tends to more visibly scroll between those blinds rather than, just moving. It feels less like you're moving and more like the outside is scrolling. It's like a weird parallax effect, maybe. But if you move your head, I'll move my head up and down. You don't have to do it. I'm sure you could test it. It's just a weird optical illusion that I'm not smart enough to explain. Obviously, and it seems more pixelated even too. I know I'm not going to go down that road. That we'll just call it the image, the window, the outside, through the blinds in this fashion. Look like they're scrolling, or maybe even rocking. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, if you move your whole body up and down, you get kind of a better sense. It's just really cool to look at, especially when you have trees out your window, because there's layers within layers within layers within layers. And here's the fascinating part: it only does this when you move up and down. And I'm wondering if that's because it's only like if the blinds only have horizontal slits that you can see through. I'm wondering now. I haven't really contemplated this because it's just kind of a fun thing to look at, honestly. Especially if you move like your whole torso. Oh, I can't stop now. I got a smile on my face. It's just fascinating. 15 minutes. Dang it. There's more potential misperceptions, I guess I'll call them. Yeah, I don't think they're hallucinations because I'm experiencing the same reality as everyone else, albeit sleep deprived, probably staying up later than I should before work, but I can do this. This one's, like I said, just probably an optical illusion. But if you move left and right, even with your body, the picture doesn't move at all. Especially if you move perfectly vertically with the slits. Like, I'm trying to imitate it. Like maybe some branches, the closest branches. But it doesn't even like have that same image, like where the window seems like an image rather than a window. I don't know what this was supposed to be. Maybe it's like my therapy. Oof, my ear just pressurized. I'm already over 15 minutes. I don't really want to go to 20. Thank you very much for listening to this weird. I'm just shrugging. I don't know what to call this. Therapy? Meditation? Therapeutic, maybe. I like that. Man, I hope nobody connects this to me. Peace and love. Cease. We're dumb.